Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We've now got a landmark issue, which is issue 100 of Hachette Partworks Build the Terminator. Okay, so yeah, landmark issue. We're on issue 100, which means there's only 20 issues to go. So we are finally finishing up the left leg, and we think we pretty much complete the whole foot and attach it in the next issue. So let me show you what we're doing. So here we go. Let's take a look and see what we're doing today. So as we flick in the magazine, what we're doing is we are assembling the final toe in these 4 stages here. You do have to make sure it pivots off to one side. Then we're going to take all 5 toes. They should be numbered 1 to 5, and then we can start getting them in a row, assembling them on. We're going to attach one grub screw into there, and then yeah, we're going to put the second grub screw in just there, and that is the foot basically complete. We don't touch that again until next time. Then we're going to make up this muscle part here and attach that with one of them little metal sleeves and the longer screw. That's going to get attached onto there. Then we're going to attach that to the actual knee joint itself, and you can use one of these little screws with the little spring washers on. That's going up there. Then we can make these final sort of muscle pistony parts here, attach these 2 rubbers onto the end. 2 smaller ones with the rubbers on the end get inserted into the side pistons, and yeah, the longer one goes down here into this middle one here, and then that's what we should have left over. Then we just basically got to wait until the next issue when we get 1 screw to attach this foot onto the end of the leg here. And coming up next time, we get this part here. So we get this couple of little pieces for the chest plate and some little pistony parts as well. So yeah, looking forward to starting the chest in the next issue. So yeah, as you can see, we finally finished assembling this foot and left leg. Seems like it's took a lot longer to build the left leg than it has the right, but there you go. What can you do? So yeah, without further ado, let's get these parts open and start building. Okay, so we've got the parts out the packaging. As you can see, we're going to start off by assembling our final toe. Now, I've already started to do this previously, but the grub screws that we got this time, these ones, would not fit in the hole. So I've had to use the grub screws that came in the last issue, which is this one here. That one does fit, so I'm going to use that one. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start by assembling this foot. So let's get that in here. So this is going to go onto here, and I'm going to put this grub screw in. I'm going to drop it in this side and start the screwing. Yeah, it just feels like the hole's not big enough on the opposite side, so it just doesn't want to attach onto it, but it does screw into this side with the old grub screw, so that's what I'm going to use. Just give that a little bit more on that, a bit tighter. There we are, got that onto there. Make sure it does come off to the right like that one does. Okay, so next we're going to put this one on, so let's slide that in there. As before, we're going to use one of our sleeves. Just make sure we're getting this the right way. So it wants it this way around this time. With that on there, and our sleeve is going in this side. And we're going to need one of these pins here. So we're going to take 2 of these off for the final time. We can push our pin down into that. Give it a good push. And then we just need to assemble the toe onto the end. So let's get the toe in. Another sleeve. Make sure that goes all the way through. And the final pin. Push that down into there. I'm going to use the bottom of a screwdriver just to make sure that these are all the way down. Just like so. So this is opposite to what we should have from the last lot, because this is one of the outer toes, so it should be opposite from the last lot that we've done. So there you go. That is that toe all ready to go on. Okay, so it's time to start assembling the actual foot parts. We've got all 5 toes here, and we're just going to start assembling this on. So you want number 5 to go on the outside. I'm going to start putting the grub screw through as I'm putting these on. So that's the first one on. Would make it a bit easier. Make sure that you get the ones with the smooth shafts go at the bottom. So get that through as well. Next one. And the next one. Keep going all the way through until you've got all 5 on. Just like so. And then we can take our Allen key and screw this down. So let's get this one done. There we are. And now do exactly the same with the top. So get our grub screw, making sure we've got the Allen key on this side again. Start feeding this in now. So that's the first one in. Number 2. And just keep going until you've got them all on. Doesn't actually screw down until it hits the last peg on here. So that's that in there now. Let's get this one screwed on. Keep screwing. And there we are. That is our foot all assembled. Ready to go on the leg. But we don't actually attach this to the leg in this issue. We're just going to be waiting on one screw to fit that little tiny hole that goes on the back. So we'll put this aside, keep it safe until the next issue. Okay, so next we're going to need these parts here. We've got the 2 ends. They are slightly different, as you can see. You've got a taller one and a shorter one. And then we've got our shaft piece. So this goes on with the smaller piece, goes on this end, along with the tapered down part. Give that a good push. There should be a little ridge just here, a little notch all the way around, so don't worry about that. And this one, the larger one, goes on the one with the step down. So that's that assembled. Now we can bring in this part, the actual leg, and this is going just at the back here. We can see our hole here, and this is going on here. So we want the taller side, it's going to go up there. We want one of these screws with one of the sleeves as well. So I've got that. Let's get this in and start screwing this on. Just like before, it's a longer screw, so just keep screwing it until it gets nice and tight, really. Hold that a bit better. And there we are. That's our final muscle piece on our leg. So now we can take this part and we can actually attach it to the knee part. Your knee part may actually be on your Terminator, on your leg. I did take mine off to make it easier to film videos and for storage and stuff. So this is going to go onto here. Make sure you've got the front of the knee to the front of the leg, the shin part here. Then we're going to need one of the longer, fatter screws and a spring washer. And then you've got to try and get this all the way down the center without the washer falling off, which can be a challenge. Give me it. Try again. So let's go through. Let's lift that up just a sec, just to get it in. There we are. Now we can screw this in as well. All the way down. There we are. Now we've got this ratchet effect just below the knee. Now we're going to be working on these 3 piston parts here. So we need to cut these off with their sprue. 1, 2, 3. There we are. You don't need this part of the sprue anymore. You just need these 3 parts here. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 2 shorter ones and 1 longer one. The longer one, we don't want to put anything on that. but the two shorter ones are going to have these rubber stops on the end. So let's get these on, and you're going to need the two black flange screws that you get in this issue. So we've done this a couple of times before. Just stick that on the end, and then this screw is just going to secure this on. One, and now the other one on the other leg. And that is number 2. So now we can take these, and these can go down here. Number 1, number 2, and this one just slots into there as well. So we don't actually have to do anything with this now until the next issue. All we're waiting on is one screw, so that's going to screw this together. So that's going to screw that together. These piston parts will come down, join onto there. I'm just going to leave that one off. I'm going to plug these two in, push them down till you hear the click. It will ask us to do that at the next issue, but yeah, all we have to put in is just one screw really. So yeah, it's not much to wait for really. So next issue we'll put that screw in and connect this piston part up as well. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Issue 101 was not in my newsagents when I went to pick that up. I've had to order that direct from Hachette, so that's going to take a little while longer to get here. So as soon as that comes, I will get that. Issue 102, I'm hoping that comes in my newsagents. That should be out today. So I'll go there and try and pick that up. But that one won't be out until we've done issue 101. So if you like this video, guys, please leave a like down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.